Welcome back, people, to my latest episode of the Toy Dungeon SA. I'm Lionel Zanna, and this is my latest monthly haul for you guys. We've got vintage toys, we've got latest release toys, we've got some PS2 games, we've got PS3 games. So let's start with the vintage toys. So the first package I've got here is something that I got online during the month, and it's some figures that I've been putting aside for quite a while. The first one here is Cyclone. I mean, I see him everywhere, but I just never ever had the chance to get him or took the opportunity to get him. Next is a Battle Troll. I think I had this specific one when I was young. Glad I got another one of those, been quite a while. And the last but not least, Roboto. So here I've set these three vintage figures up, and I was so surprised when I got them, because normally when you find them they're broken, because most of the 80 toys, they have gimmicks that come with them, and I'll show you now. Roboto, most of the time when you find him, he's broken, and you'll see he's got all these little gears. When you turn him left to right, his mouth opens up and down, and the gears still move inside in perfect condition, from 1984 Mattel. And I've got one accessory with him. This is the axe. But anyway, glad to get him. He's not in bad shape. Very cool. Next on the list is Cyclone. He's also from 1984, and the only weapon that he gets with him is his shield. And most of the time when you find him, he doesn't have the centerpiece, which I'm glad to find him at that price, which is really cool. And his gimmick still works. He has a little gear here at his back that if he turns it around, he can spin. If I can just get it right. There we go. There we go. And in still working condition after all these years. Very happy to get him. When I was young, I didn't have any of these motu figures, but when it came to Battle Trolls, I did have this one, and this one is from Hasbro 1992. Battle Trolls. His name is Nunchuck. He comes with a sword, almost like a scimitar type of thing, and I think a crossbow. And I'm glad to get them. I would like to get more of these guys, but cool to add to the collection. So let's go to the next phase of this video. So yeah, on the next part of the episode, I've got my latest Origins figures. I remember in the last haul video I was moping and complaining about that they only had half of them in the shop, but later on in the month I was able to find the rest of them. Now I can't wait for wave 6 to come into the shop if it does come. Can't wait. But let's talk about Faker. I've never seen a Faker in my life, even a vintage one, and to get a Faker, really cool for me, and it's really cheap compared to the Faker if you have to buy a vintage one. Really cool, glad to get it. And I don't know, when I see this guy I just think about that new He-Man Revelations video that came on Netflix. Watched it, crazy stuff. I just wish that we will get also the Revelations Motu figures in our toy shops. It hasn't arrived yet, which is a bummer. Okay, so next on the list is the Deluxe Battle Armor He-Man. Comes with a couple of cool accessories, some special effects thing that you can use for when you do posing and dioramas. And he's got his sword, his axe, alternate head, and a holding hand for weapons and stuff. Really cool. I'm so glad that you can use different parts from different figures, which is really awesome. So next on the list is Battle Armor Skeletor. I think I had him when I was young. Just very nostalgic to have it again. Really awesome. You hit the middle piece, same as this He-Man, and it rotates and shows different lines of damage on the chest. Very cool. I really love the accessories that you get with him, such as this shield. I've never seen that before for Skeletor. You get an alternate smiling head. This one is more like frowning. You get his Havoc staff, his sword, and another holding alternate hand. Really cool. Glad to get this. And finally, in this section of this video, I've got here Merman. Really cool. I've only got one vintage Merman. This is my second one, and I love the way that they've changed it. It's got more flair on the armor and stuff, and the LOP stands for Lords of Power. I'm still not sure what that means, but anyway, cool stuff. Very glad to get it. Can't wait for the next wave to come out, and I really hope we get the Castle and the Wind Raider and the Furry Panther. There's only one shop that sells it here, so I'm seriously holding thumbs to see if we get any more stock in lately. So as you guys know, I really love my games, and up to PlayStation 3 going downwards, I'm really into those type of games. So going through so many thrift shops and second-hand shops and charity shops, I've been able to pick up some really good stuff. So let's get busy, and the first one I got is Grand Theft Auto 5. Works, everything is cool, it's actually in mint condition, and I picked it up for next to nothing. Really awesome find. The only other GTA game I had long ago was GTA 2 on PlayStation 2, but anyway, glad to get that. Next on my list is Bulletstorm. Very cool game. When I played it, a little bit of it, it was bizarre. It's almost like I think like a bounty hunter game, something like that. Very cool, very strange, and I think I'm going to have a good time playing it. Next game is Avatar the game. It was next to nothing, and I had to take it. I enjoyed the movie, that's all I can say. The game is basically step for step like the movie, but you know, if you got time to kill and don't want to get into too much of a hectic game, this is perfect. Next game. Always wanted to get it. When I found it, got it. But intense game. Dead Island. I've been playing it, and I don't know, they're just eating me. I can't get anywhere. Maybe I must go on the internet and look how to get past these parts with a walkthrough or something. But anyway, if I can get past certain parts, I think it will be an awesome game. And that idea is to be continued, but awesome stuff. Glad to get it. Next game is The Last of Us. The last one I got was a broken one. I got this one, and I haven't played it all the way through, just a little bit. But another one of those type of doomsday games. But nonetheless, glad to get it, and it's in mint condition. So much I've got to go through. This game, got this one also next to nothing. Was awesome to play. It's very difficult for me to play this game. I die like nothing, but I enjoy it. If I can get into it as well, I'll really try to finish the game. But very intense, very hectic to play this game. But nonetheless, I'm really enjoying it. Crazy game. I've never played anything like this. And last of the PlayStation 3 games that I picked up is Tekken 6. And everybody knows Tekken, and I'm a fan of versus games. Always have and always will be. And straightforward Tekken. And that's my haul for PS3 games. And now it's time to get to the last part of my episode, where I talk about all my PS2 games I found for this month. So finally, last but not least, the first game on my PS2 pile is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I remember getting this game from a toy shop long ago that used to be in Polokwane, but now it's closed down. And I got stuck, and then I took it back and got a different one. And I've never seen it since. So when I saw it at such a good price, took it again. And glad to have it again. I like my Star Wars games and videos. Next on the list is the Snow Queen Quest. I watched the video a long time ago. It was okay. This I just got because the game that I already got didn't work. Even the PlayStation told me it didn't work. So I took it back, got a new one, and this was it. Another game I got is Silent Hill 4, The Room. I've got Shattered Dreams somewhere here at the back. But, you know, if I find any of these horror type of games, I'll take them, and I'm looking for PS3s. Splatterhouse, would really love to get that game. This game I thought was a very cool bargain, next to nothing. Price of one of these games, I got 3 games. I got Prince of Persia 1, 2 and 3. I remember getting Prince of Persia 1 when I bought my first PlayStation 2 system when I was living in England, and that game came with the system. And I saw other people having the second and third game, and when I saw this box set at such a good price, I bought it, and very happy to have that and play it again. This was a huge surprise for me. This is Max Payne, and I found it in one of these charity shops. When you're in the charity shops, go check out the CD section. You'll be amazed at the things that you can find. Also DVD section, especially for PlayStation 2. And I found Max Payne. Remember Max Payne, but I've never seen it on PlayStation 2. I've seen it mostly people playing it on PC. And I remember I had a friend that we used to spend hours just sitting in front of that PC on a Friday night or Saturday night and having great fun. And to have the first one on PlayStation 2, very cool find. Very happy to have this. Brings back so much memories. Another cool thing, Army Men. I remember playing a PlayStation 1 game that I rented from the video shop long ago when we still used to have video shops here in Polokwane. And Army Men was one of them, and I had great fun. So now I found this one also next to nothing, and I took it. Definitely I'll take it. And I'm still figuring out the controls and that because I don't really have much time. I've got a job of my own outside of my YouTube thing. One day I hope to be monetized and be able to sustain and support myself on that alone. But until that day, this is just a hobby that I love to do, and I love games, I love toys, I love comics, I love all these things, and I'll never let it go. And I'll never give it up for any woman or any person or anything. One of the last games I've got here is Fire Warrior, another Warhammer 4000 game. I've got another one called Space Marines on PS3, which is amazing. I love it. And this is really cool game. I played just a few seconds of it and looks like you're in like a bounty hunter ship. Really love it. There was another game I had long ago, almost like it, called Mace Griffin. Cool game. Also I got stuck, and from there I didn't know where to go. And that time I didn't even have internet. So very happy to have this. Really want to play this and get far on it. I love this type of stuff. Last but not least, this is, like my buddy Llewellyn says, one for the collection. When I saw it, had to buy it, and it is cheaper than all these games that I got. And it's called Barbie Dancing Princess, baby. Had to get it, must still check it out, but nonetheless, very cool and very fun find. I've never seen anything like this. When I look at the back, reminds me of Alice. But anyway, that's that. Hope you like my latest haul. It's amazing how I can find such games here where I stay, but the action figures I have to like hustle for, except for the toy shops. When the toy shop in this town, when they are available, I will buy it all. Doesn't bother me because it's what I do. But the vintage ones, I have to go online for those. But you know, when it comes to games, I'm actually very happy because I can find a lot of things. I mean, this was just in 1 month. This is just the PlayStation 2, there's the PlayStation 3. I just hope one day I can find more Famicom games, Sega Saturn, all those type of games as well. So there we go for my humble little haul for this month of a few vintage figures and some of the latest motu that are out there, and some games that I've been able to pick up here and there in all those dodgy places that I go sometimes. But nonetheless, small haul, but very happy about it. Hope you like the content. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. Till next time, guys. Cheers.